All right, guys. Today we're going to go through a daily trading routine. First off, I'd like to say Geek Bar, proud new sponsor of the show. Geek Bar's wonderful. This is apple, sour apple ice, extra healthy, very good for you. And, we're really just proud to have them as a sponsor of the show. Anyways, today I just wanted to go through a little bit about a daily trading routine. Why is a daily trading routine important? A daily trading routine is important because it just grounds you. Your daily trading routine should be kind of like you're approaching uh, outer space travel and you're going into a planet. You get that wide angle view, and as you come in, you're looking for your landing spot, you're taking in the landscape, you're seeing the wind and the other forces. You should zoom on in. So today I'm going to do it. I was going to pick a regular altcoin, but today I'm just going to do it on Bitcoin. So one of the first things I always like to do, no matter what, is I just like to take a look at the monthly. Just look at the monthly candles and just ask myself very clearly, where's price trying to go? Overall, we can see we are still in an uptrend. We have broken some lows, but we have not made a higher low. And we can see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months to the downside. And now we're finally working on a green candle. The candle isn't done yet. We got about 5 days. So it is fair to say that this month will finish green. So I'm going to bring in my high time frame levels here, and I like to keep everything organized right here, just as I like to hit them. My daily opens, my high time frame, my naked points of control, my local range, my single prints, my global range, and I'll just show these to you, right? I've got all my naked daily point of controls. I've got my local range with my values in there. I've got my global range, right? Where's my global range areas? Here, I note any patterns that we're in currently, right? Here, I keep all my trade ideas logged. These are all my zones where I'm looking for a reaction. From here, I like to just keep something if I'm looking at a fib level. I'm looking for resistances, VWAP resistances at important pivots, VWAP supports at important pivots. I like to look at time, right? Fibonacci time. I like to keep a little bit of an Elliott wave type thing, just seeing where price could go if we're in an impulse or if we're in a corrective phase. Just keep everything nice and organized right here. Everything is nice and organized. Then when you come, you just have to go down the line. So as I go on the high time frame, and I'll do this for every asset, right? Then I'll go to the weekly. I'm just noting weekly support resistance. I'm just looking for those momentum changes as I zoom on in. You can see here, now I'm looking at daily. I've got weekly resistance up there at 72,795. Got weekly support down there at 65,729. Okay. I know through my back testing and my statistics that those weekly supports on Bitcoin, usually they really, really hold well. You need like a big event for those not to hold. Now I'm going to come on here into the daily. And as I can see here, I've got daily resistance up here at 74,858. This daily level right here, we recently blew past that daily level. We can even zoom on in and we could say, okay, this daily candle traded through this previous daily support. Maybe I just want to go here and look at this real quick and say, did I get a clean support test somewhere in there? I'll zoom on in here to the 30-minute, and I didn't really get a clean support in there. So that daily level, I mean, I kind of did. And then really it looked like it started to gain some acceptance below. Just really unclear. So I'm going to get rid of that level just because it's not being respected. I'm going to go out here to the 4-hour now, and I'm just going to kind of look at everything. Where's my support? Where's my resistance? Where are those things stacking up? Now I can already see that I'm starting to stack up a little bit down here. Now, one of the things immediately I like to do and think about is, what is it going to look like if price comes down here? I want to say symmetrically, does that look right? Right? If we're in, I can see we're in this channel right here. And does that look right? So down here, we would be losing the market structure, which is going up, up, up. Maybe this would be the test to come and back test this channel. This is a level that I wouldn't want to long. I can already see that. right? See how your system can just kind of give you the whole play-by-play of how things are going to play out. This is a strong level, but is a level that I would want to long? Not really. Because if I come down here and I come down to my patterns, I can see, yeah, we are trading in this parallel channel right now. Let me fix this real quick. But if we came down to this level, we will have lost this uptrend. We will have actually reversed the trend, right? So then that might be something like this, the start of a downtrend. So this is a level that I can immediately say that I'm not too interested in trading that. I just don't like the look of it. I'm not really interested in that. I'll keep on going with my my analysis. So for my naked points of control, I like to bring up this template. Shout out to Daniel for this template. And I just want to look at some daily values here. Now, these are just basically daily candles, and we're seeing here where the peak volume of the day was not revisited. How I like to think about these naked points of control is I like to think about them as people are out on a free ride. They've never been tested. These positions, if the market needed some fuel, it likes to come back here and test that value. There's the price, and then there's value. You'd be very wise to study value because price could be going up, but value might not be migrating up. And if that's the case, if there isn't a lot of volume and fast, then price typically likes to roll on over and get back into value. So I can see here that I have a naked point of control right here. And I also have a naked point of control right here. So I'm going to transfer these levels over to my trading view, 70,150. I'm going to bring up my naked dailies, and I already have that. That's 70,150 right there. And I got that 68,225. Now, what I want to do is take both of those items and I want to put them on top of each other. Is anything starting to stack up? A little bit. See, we've got a little bit of some stacking here, right? So this would be an area of interest. This, we've already determined that this is a little bit of some confluence here, but that isn't really of an area of interest for me. So I'll leave that there. Now, I want to look at value. Now, what I like to do is I like to take these little consolidation periods and just look at them. Just come here and say, all right, what's this look like here? Well, look at that. Now we've got a point of control in this box. And we've also got a naked point of control and a daily. All right, now let's just think about this. A lot of people are going long right now. If the market decided to come down here, maybe bounce off that, we would still be continuing that higher, 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 higher. So now this is an area that is of interest of me. I've got a point of control, I've got a daily level, and I've got a naked daily point of control. So what do I want to do with this? I just want to come in here and I want to put an alert. And now I want to start to think about what's going to happen there. So I want to put that alert, and I want it for it to alert as we come into there. And I can't really add a condition. Yeah, I can add a condition. So incoming, outgoing, right? It doesn't matter. Now when that alert goes off, now I know that I could even add a little bit of a text, and I could say, watch for reversal pattern. So that is a level of interest, an area of interest. I just want to watch for that reversal pattern. Now we can keep on going, right? We can bring back our local range. We can see here I've got a value area high. And now here's something interesting up here. I've got these levels that are kind of spread out. You see this? Now this is going to add some chop up here, but there's nothing really that's too stacked up. Let's come here and let's see if there's a Fibonacci level that comes from this high to this low. And now, as you can see, I've got a little bit of a golden pocket Let's get rid of these other Fibonacci levels. I just want to kind of reduce everything that isn't in line. So now I've got that weekly level that's right there on a Fibonacci level. So now I kind of want to start to think about that. Because what would this be? Would this be a little bit of a shoulder, head, shoulder, boom, boom, boom? Now I can start to think about long-term plans, right? People compare trading to chess or checkers or poker. It's a little bit of everything, right? It's chess in your analysis, because here you can have a defined risk zone. You could say to yourself, okay, if this is a shoulder and this is a head and this is a shoulder, then I shouldn't gain any acceptance above this. So now I can tell myself that if I did see a reversal pattern in here, I have to take that trade. And then I know my defined risk is going to be right here. This is going to be my stop loss because this is the last liquidity level right there, right? So now I can plan out. Now I have my zone where I'm looking for the reaction. I have my invalidation, and I have a target for a take profit one. You can see here that the risk to reward is good. Short position, right? I can say here, I'm looking for that reversal pattern. I give myself an invalidation right about here. And then I would have a target of at least right there. So you can see here how just having these three items, or just these three things in your daily trading plan, can really just give you an idea so you're prepared for anything. You should have your trade planned out before it even gets there. You should know what pattern you're going to trade in advance. As you can see here, we may have, like a lot of people, when price gets up here, they're going to be thinking shoulder, head, and shoulders, but you have already defined it in advance before price even got there, because you have done your daily process. Maybe your process is volume, right? I just love these three. If you would just focus on horizontals, naked levels, and then volume, your game would be stepped up. We're going to be going over some stuff next time. I want to keep this video kind of short, but this is how a daily trading routine can really help you. Yeah, this is for Bitcoin. I hope this helps. Throw it in the chat if you guys have any questions or problems, and if there's anything else you'd like to see. Thanks.